Bruh.
Hey traders, welcome to episode 618 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. And Bitcoin has kind of rounded out and has run to the upside, and it's up $455, nearly 5% up on the day. And what was there any signal or sign from the market, from the oscillators? Yeah, the 4 hour, man. We love the 4 hour because it can really give us a good indication of what could be coming next. And it did seem, based on the 4 hour, there was a higher chance we'd break to the upside than downside, based on, or versus everyone else and their mother that said we were going down here. And that just means, oh, so you don't believe in oscillators? You're scared. You're so scared. You don't believe in a potential Adam and Eve. And of course you can dump now, because guess what? The bullish divergence has played out. $500 move? Yeah, that's the divergence playing out. Now we'll see if we can get any higher. If we can get any higher than 10,134, if you could break that, you might have a nice run on up to 10,700, and after that 11,150. Which is the, this is all discussed in the static video I did, but I know a lot of y'all didn't see it. That is the neckline of the potential Adam and Eve double bottom. Also had, the crab X, A, B, C, 88% retrace to D, 88%, which is up around 12.7, right? Remember this thought? $886, way up here. So are we beginning wave D of the XABCD? We could be. We very well could be. But I'll be a lot more comfortable in thinking that if, again, we can break 10,134, which is where we are, which is really right near a square up that was around 10,050. We've hit it, and we've gone no higher. The exchanges have offloaded their position at a break-even price, and now we're kind of consolidating a little bit, right? Been consolidating for the past, like 6 hours since the larger candle, impulse candle up. Big resistance there, man. Mark your calendars, mark your charts, set your alerts for like anything above 10,170 on a candle close. That'd be great, man. Okay, so just a harmonic potentially developing. This is the idea we've had, whether it was here or was 113% retrace or 141.4% retrace. You're going to be a crab, bat to crab, because you can't have a crab without a bat. Sounds crazy, I know, right? Or it could have been a cipher, right, to the downside. 113, and then you get on 786 there.
I could be doing anything, but I'm tipping there. Hashtag double bottom.
Bruh.
J-Mode, man, thanks for the $5 super chat. The bat in the jar. Could be developing a bat right now. Just don't know, not quite yet. But with the bat comes the potential double bottom. All right. And, people just talking crap, whatever, saying really mean things about me just trying to help people. This whole wave down from July 20th to now, or before now, from July 20th to 28th, man, just the toxicity and hate and things that people say, about technical analysis and all this stuff. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just like you just gotta drown it out. It's like, okay, I can't read chat as much because it'll make me depressed sometimes during these moves down. It's just I don't have problems or emotions with the charts, but mother of God, the things sometimes, some of the vitriol people are spewing out, it's just ridiculous. Just depression, whatever. So The technical analysis, though, I mean, it just kept making lower levels of negative Momo, right? The whole way until it got to almost nothing. And remember the stat, the beautiful stat from this low to this low on the shortening of the thrust with the first 4-hour bullish divergence on the RSI we had seen since February 8th, early February of this year, which has been a really long time, man. So anyway, so square it up, you get it. And here's the daily, chat. This is the daily. This was in the thumbnail. Just take a look at it, man. Like, even if it fails, oh my God, man, go cry about it. This is how they all start. Whether they fail or succeed before they become confirmed, this is exactly how they all look, the Adam and Eve double bottoms. So get on to me for at least identifying it and talking about it potentially being real, right? Can't get mad at me for that. Okay, so again, never got to the 8800 area, which is the 78% retrace from this low to high. Started reversing our price action twice now. Very close to the 786, just hundreds of dollars away from it. Just in between the 618 and the 786. All right, perfect. All right, big green candle impulse today, but how will we follow through? Everything's, it's great that you did this, but what's the follow through price action going to be? We got to see another green candle like this tomorrow, right? And tomorrow is an hour and 46 minutes away.
Bruh.
98% of us look forward to your TA and appreciate your hard work.
Good stick, man. Thanks for the 1337.
Bruh.
Elite contribution. The Neo in the jar. Thank you, dude. Yeah, man. It's just like, I don't know, dude. Just, I don't even get it, man. It's like, if you got a problem, why don't you just leave? Why you gotta be like spewing bullcrap in my channel where I'm just trying to help people, man? That just shows like genuine evil out there, right? When I'm just trying to like come here, spend my time trying to educate and try to analyze the markets with what I've learned. And I've been learning it for years, just trying to spread that to you as long as I can until, whatever, I die or something happens. I just want to do this. This is like what I have a passion for, and I love doing it. And I didn't really know I loved streaming until someone said, you should give it a chance. You should give it a shot, man. Just go live and do what you've been doing, trying to help people. I was like, okay. And here we are, man, like 18 months later. So how's Ethereum looking? Interestingly, trying to hold above like this upsloping support, trying to hold on. Not very good follow through price action. Like Bitcoin had a much better move up, I guess, than Ethereum. Ethereum's up nearly 3%.
Bruh.
Absolutely, we love you, Mitch.
Things quite right, man, for the 20. Love y'all too, man. Seriously, y'all are like, it's like the best community, like for real, like the highest of high quality of individuals in this community. So thanks for sticking around through the lull times, the good times, the bad times, right? And whatever, the bad times are technically when the volatility sucks, right? But because dumps are good too, because there's volatility, there's like abilities to make money, right? There's like, that when we hit that 13,000 level, that 786 with the bearish cipher pattern, right? Like that kind of volatility, the downside was good, man. How's XRP doing? Dude, it kind of made me laugh looking at the chart when I looked at it first time today. I was like, SBI launched or whatever. And, people were just so excited. And it's like, what are you excited about, man? Everyone knows about it. It's a non-event because everyone knows about it. So it's probably not going to affect the charts. A launch of that. So anyway, Ethereum's still in the downtrend. You're still in a downtrend until you break this 225 mark. At least you're getting closer and closer to that, that trend line, which you hadn't seen it since we, created that touch point, July 9th, man, you've just been going sideways. Not really the best looking consolidation after a move down, and really not too great on the move up. Just barely hanging on. Not making higher highs either. Neither is Bitcoin. Please at least keep that in mind. Bitcoin is not making higher highs. It is at the same high that is from its previous high. So you need to start making, for Bitcoin, if you really want to be optimistic or become optimistic, you need to break above 10,100, 10,200. Then break it, then back test it, hold it as support for a little while, and then run again. Okay, that's what you really need to do. And we have yet to do that. Okay. All right, so dude, we'll look at XRP last of the big ones. Let's look at Litecoin. Yeah, up like almost 10% today, dude. Same stuff, right? It's starting to break out too. Starting to break out, man.
Warren Buffett says buy when there is blood in the streets.
Bruh.
True that, but I mean, there needs to be a technical reason why you're buying too, right? Like you can't think about trying to buy into the global financial crisis, right? The crash, like blood in the streets. There was blood in the streets for like 2 years. So there has to be a reason, right? We were coming off a great recovery on Bitcoin. We were correcting. We made like a 38% recovery. We made it from the low of December 2018 to the high. We made a 38% retrace, which is the beginning of the golden zone for real. And we're like trying to double bottom at that area. Try to pull it up. Pull it up right here, man. All right, so from your low point to the high point, 38% retreat. You're trying to double bottom in the golden zone. The golden zone, pretty broad area between 72.66 and 97.85. Well, here you are, man, trying at least. And of course it could fail. Everything's probabilities in this game, man. It's not certainties. But man, you have an edge when you're able to identify patterns, identify oscillators. What other oscillators do we have? You know, to identify that there is triple MACD, triple RSI. Oh my god, dude. They have a seconds chart now. Like, seriously. It was a meme, it was a joke. They actually implemented it. I can't believe it, dude. We're going to look at it, too. New amenity. Yeah, I'm using quotations on amenity. All right. At least you have to be a pro member. So, like, scrubs can't use it unless they're paying. Which, scrubs that don't care about charts or technical analysis probably aren't paying for this. So, you got triple MACD, hidden bullish divergence, not only on one oscillator, but the RSI as well, man.
Mitch, you let the dogs out.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
What's it?
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
It's kind of like that, the way they do the cadence in the song. Thank you, Kevin Grubb, for the 420 contribution, man. Much love. So, what do we know about, oh man, like everyone and their mother. Oh, it's gonna hit 8,800. It will. It's 100%. Yeah, dude, it's gonna. It's going down to 8,500. It's going down to 7,400. It's like you just don't like. I've never claimed to know. Like a lot of people try to claim that they know where it's going, and we just let the chart paint the picture, and we try to identify indicators and patterns, right? So, and Fibonacci, understanding the context of our retrace from the lowest point to highest point of the trend we've been in. But kind of interesting is how today, what happened. Federal Reserve cut rates, 25 basis points, interest rates. It was already priced into the stock market. And the stock market sold off with that news, right? Sell the news, especially when it's like exactly the way everyone thought it was going to be. No surprises. Gold sold off too. Again, I did the static video. If you missed it, maybe check it out, man. All right, so I think that's deep enough. Other analysis on Bitcoin, I guess, right? From where we are, what we're trying to develop, us rounding out a little bit, evening, maybe. And this pattern is not confirmed. It is only potential and could easily fail, but it is not confirmed until we break above 11,133, meaning there could be some, if it was to play out, there could be room to make some gains on the way up to at least test this neckline. I mean, on the daily, tell me, man, dude, this is incredible on the daily, all right? And it's because if you simply look left, remember the area on the weekly, we closed below it barely, but we said, hey, it doesn't look, we constantly are assets going to break trend lines. It's not about when you break a trend line or the upside downside. It's about the follow through price action afterwards. So on the weekly, what Bitcoin did was it fell below it, barely enclosed right below it. And now it seems on this weekly, we're getting back above it, getting above all the daily resistance. So where's the resistance, man? Where are we? There isn't much, man. Looking left. We were struggling here before, and now we're trying to break through that stratosphere of overhead resistance. Okay, so that's it, man. The very big deal that we're above 99.55. Having a daily close, candle close confirmation above it would be even better, and we have an hour, 36 minutes left until that could occur. All right. Gonna try to stick around with you for that, but you know, lately there's just been such little demand for market analysis, you know, and that's okay. It's crypto wide, and it's just a side effect of lower volatility, which we understand. We streamed through all this, all of it, man, and all of this. Okay, yeah, like right here, man, forget about it, dude. Right here, forget about it, man. Right here, forget about it. It's like, it's so funny. Even said last night, it's like when you notice as a live streamer, you notice like the numbers drop off, the chat engagement dropping off, right? And that's when you know the volatility will probably be coming back. It's like its own indicator. Okay, it's an alien indicator. All right. Sculpture Smith. It is not classic divergence. It is hidden divergence. There is a difference between classic divergence. Classic divergence signifies most of the time, like, you know, Class A, Class B divergence signifies impending price action reversals. Okay. Hidden divergence signifies continuations. All right. So there's a difference there. So if you don't know about it, I mean, I've done in-depth education live on stream, and now that in-depth education, all the education I do on stream gets clipped, and it's posted on our Patreon feed, and it's easy to search for if you are a patron. Okay.
Bruh.
He says, do y'all hear the enthusiasm in my voice? I don't know, dude. It's hard to hear myself talk. I don't know. Oh, I know. Turd Ferguson is that. He says, isn't it amazing how views drop off when you're at the most crucial points in a cycle? Exactly, dude. It's like, I mean, people were like over Litecoin here. Now there were some that were around like the inverse head and shoulders. It was like, oh my god, man, $22. Screw this. I'm done with it. And people talking about selling in the $24, $25 area, and it's like, and look at the divergence. It was just all these indicators, man, down here were giving us the classic divergence, right? Impending price action reversals. Whereas now, I don't know if Litecoin on the daily is showing any kind of hidden divergence. Yep. Well, it was a low on price. See, now you're not making higher lows anymore. See, Bitcoin's just continuously making higher lows than its previous lows. Trying to see here. A low, a higher low, an even higher low. Wow. So there is some form that's been going on since freaking January, man. All right, so this low on price, a higher low on price with lower levels of relative strength. And then you have this low on price, and you have an even higher low on price with even lower levels of relative strength. That is hidden bullish divergence, man. And it's been going on for most of the trend, and it's still there. Still freaking there, man. So descending broadening wedge potentially breaking out of this pattern, where we know a measured move of any descending broadening wedge is the top, is the inception point where it all started. So just telling you like how it's interpreted Bulkowski, how he targets, right? First target, boom, right there. Second target, easy. High point to low point of the structure. If it was to break out and was for real and didn't fail here, we have no confirmation of a close at all on a breakout. So just remember that. All potential. Oh, man. Second target's the 1272 fib extension at 165. If it was to play out. The trend is bullish right now. You're still making higher lows, still showing the divergence.
A couple Canadian pesos to go over the Google theft, as well as in lieu of those that woke up on the wrong side of the bed with testicles in their mouth getting overexcited spewing on your channel.
Interesting rhetoric, J-Rard. Thanks for the $10 super chat. The Google theft. Google employee held for... No, that's not it. You got a... Oh, okay. This guy stole $122 million from Google and Facebook. Is that what you're talking about? Kind of older news, right? I need confirmation that that's what you're talking about. I'm not going to go into something without that confirmation. Thank you, J-Rard. Let me know, man. Thank you, Timothy. Cheers, man. All right, this is if we were to continue on our uptrend. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. XRP, man. We launched, man. We launched. Bearish engulfing candle, lower high. And it's just like this, man. Hey, it's okay though, dude, right? I mean, XRP is kind of broken out. It's making higher lows than the previous lows, which is good. As long as you stay above 30.451 cents, you should be fine, man. Should be fine, but as it stands now, you're still making a lower high than your previous high, than your previous high, than your previous high, than your previous high. Get what I'm saying? Constantly just making lower highs, man. It doesn't look like there's too much demand. There's bullish convergence going on still, but no price action following through at all. Wow, dude, a lot to talk about on this. I mean, there was, because there was like the launch of that thing, you know, SBI or whatever, which is great for their community, but not for the price of what they are obsessed with. Okay, here is Bitcoin Cash, something that looks a little bit more promising. You know, like the price contraction, it seemed like you broke it and you're back testing it now, which is good. Very good. The divergence turned, of course, into convergence like the rest, right? Where it was like a low on price, higher low, higher low. And every time you're making higher lows, you're making higher levels of relative strength, which is business as usual if you're bullish. It's like what you're looking for, right? Got near overbought though on this rally. Nice bullish engulfing candle for a breakout of a downsloping trend line, but again, you just might be consolidating and you could be setting over higher prices. The high point to low point, golden zones between 354 and 415, that has not changed at all. All right. Now I'm gonna look at some chats. J-Rard again. Don't know about the Google thing. Oh, you're talking about the 30% YouTube Google takes from donations. Oh, gotcha, dude. To go over the Google theft. Okay. Yeah. They definitely do their thing, man. But we are at the whims. I mean, you can tip me in stream elements all you want, dude. You don't have to tip me in stream or whatever, super chat, and I get 100% of the tip. So that's all on you. But it's just convenient for everyone to use super chat, which I understand. That's why I keep it up. Okay. All right, let's so Julia, there's Larly in the house. Yep, Larly says a lot of or 10K. Sorry, that's his name. 10K is a big psychological number, which means a lot of people would have it as a target to take profit. Yep, and it was a square up area, which is now eliminating the upside pressure we had. Yep, and it's just really a manufactured critical overhead resistance at this point. But you know, again, that's, and I'm just saying that because it's psychological, but like something can be psychological and then can become an overhead resistance. But on the daily, at least, we're above that whatever that 900 area, which is again overhead resistance wick, which is good. If you can close above that, hold above it for the next hour and a half, it would be a candle close confirmation breakout. But you need more than, I mean, look, you know, breaking out on the daily without a candle close, that's not very strong at all. Breaking out, it's like the meme with the brain that keeps getting like more and more lit and crazy, and maybe someone can make it where it's like breakout on no candle close confirmation, right? That's one. And then the second one, a stronger form is like a daily candle close breakout, and then the third one is a break, then back test, and then the fourth one be a break, hook, and go confirmation, right? And then it would just be like someone like sitting there and it's just like, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the meme, dude. Yeah, like this one, dude. Look, there's one with like a fourth one. Yeah, it's like this one, man. Yeah, here we go. Right, I don't even know what any of this says, but like, I'm just giving you an example. This is the meme I'm talking about. Someone could create it. Breaking out, no close. Breaking out with a candle close. Breaking out with a candle close and then a back test, and then breaking out with a break, hook, and go confirmation. Boom.
Bruh.
Make that meme, dude. And be a king. What's up, MK man? Morgan Freegan in the house. What's up, Lou? C. Bimbry. Thank you, man. Arthur Beeswax, Coffee Crypto, Bergs Games, True Stoner. There's King Logan himself. Hey, LMNOP. 1911 Falcon, Aaron M. Odin T. What's up, Jonathan Hightower? Good to see all of y'all up in here. All 815 of y'all. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Just got Bitcoin Cash up on the screen because some price contraction was broken and we're just back testing it right now. And I do think that, again, you're at the whims of Bitcoin. This all happened probably just because Bitcoin was running the upside a little bit too. Future Premier, thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. What happened with the SBI pump? Dude, it like was never gonna happen. It didn't. I mean, like, I like, you know, follow Alex Cobb, so like I knew it was like coming. I'm like, dude, I ain't gonna do anything, man. Yeah, right. Where's Argiscan? Working on. Well, he's like busy. He's got like big business and stuff that he owns, and so he like struck a deal with CVS. And once that happened, dude, he's just been really busy, man. We text on cellular telephone, dude. All right. What's up, Timajay? Hey, Exposed. Peter Piper. Hey, Zoner. Cody. Brooklino's in the house. Hey, Dan and Melissa in the house.
Is that a joint?
Sorry, I had to do that for y'all. What's up, Guy Gamer? He says, I'm calling you crazy, Mitch, since you said yesterday, call me crazy, but we might break up. Break to the upside, yeah. Whatever, man, and it's not me, man. It's just, you just look and you analyze somewhat significant time scales, and you just go with that, and it just played out to the way the oscillators were saying it would play out. Jimbo, dumps are great education opportunities. Sure, man. Sure. Potential inverse head and shoulders in the making? Nah, man. It would be, I think, a potential Adam and Eve double bottom. Oh, nice. My S10 case just came in. Just got delivered. Awesome. So, James S. Nestor. Yeah, we looked at Litecoin. And it's still, like, really, it's right at it, man. It's right at that critical downsloping resistance that is not broken yet. It tried. It's pulling back, though. And that has to do with Bitcoin falling below 10,000 just here, right? What's up, David Sinclair? Hi, ASL. All right, dude, I'm so behind on chat, dude. I'm trying to catch up with some slick trades. Hey, Adrian A. All right, just, you know, dude, when there's insane moves going on with Bitcoin, it's very difficult to engage with everyone in chat. And when things slow down, it's better. I'm better able to engage with y'all. And that's like, you might as well just be watching, you know, cable if you don't want to engage with me, right? What's up, Huss? Private wins. Who knew? Craig the True. What does BTC do in a recession? And we don't really know. Don't really know. Yeah, this is the first Fed rate cut in 10 years. So we have no history of what a rate cut would do. Yeah, Bitcoin didn't exist last time we had a rate cut. But it's okay, man. It's an insurance rate cut, dude. Let's look at the US dollar and its correlation.
Love your stream. I'm an investment noob. Stupid question. Why does anyone want to be a bear? Do they just hate themselves and love to lose money?
No, not at all. Rob, thanks for the $5. Why does anyone want to be a bear? It's not about being a bear. It's about being the wolf, man. It's about playing both sides, right? You can see impending price action versus the downsides when you're in an uptrend, and you switch from being a bull to a bear, at least in some period of time. And, you know, some people have misguided reasons why they're bears. They're just like, I just want Bitcoin to fail. I hope, I pray. But they're not using technical analysis. They're just, I don't know, like weird tribalism stuff. But essentially, charts are going to go up and down no matter what in every market. So if you can make money on the way up, you can make money on the way down. And so when something gets so high, like Bitcoin being at 14K, 13K, there's no value up there. And so people are saying, all right, let's ride it on the way down until there is actual value, where we could be at areas of value on Bitcoin, because 38% retrace from the low to high. That means it was actually like a 43 to 45% retrace on Bitcoin from that December 2018 low to our 52-week high. So that's where people start saying, hey man, there's a sale on Bitcoin, and it's like 40-something% sale on Bitcoin. So people are like, all right, man, maybe we'll buy. I mean, the bears tried pushing this price lower, but it was pathetic. The second time they tried pushing it below 9,000, and it was a failure. And that's what double bottoms are. You fail the first time, you rally, you sell off again, and the bears just can't get it together. And what will happen is you're looking at the oscillators, and it shows that the bears are exhausted and tired. And that means maybe there's impending price action versus the upside. And that's what we got on Bitcoin. Even though right now we're below 10K, we squared up, which is great, man. Thanks again, dude. US Dollar Connect, man. What a beautiful little channel. So yeah, man, like there was definitely the rate cut we got was different than most other rate cuts we've had. Okay, this was what we call an insurance rate cut, where it's trying to keep the momentum of the market going. It's just kind of like, what is it? An ounce of preparation is a pound of cure. It's like putting on your seatbelt, looking both ways before you hit the gas. And really, you know, this kind of rate cut wasn't very, you know, it was pretty modest, right? It's just going to be a lower cost of money. There's going to be more liquidity in the system because people are going to be incentivized to buy. And their reason for it is like they don't think the economy's bad per se. But I think they are broke and they have to fund the government somehow. So stimulate the slowing down economy, maybe, right? And so what'll happen is when they do these cuts, then people might be more incentivized to get loans. And when they get loans, they're, you know, people, you know, these banks, institutions, whatever, are just hoping that people are competent and they have good business models, and then the money that they get, they can grow that money, right, to even more, right, and that keeps the economy going. All right. Does that make sense at all? Sorry, just drinking my coffee, man. But the issue is like they're cutting rates preemptively now, but what that does is that makes it to where the Fed doesn't have wiggle room when things get bad in the future, right? So it's like could be a trade-off. So, you know, like the Fed thinks the economy's fine, inflation's low, and some people think that cutting rates isn't really necessary right now because they don't need to be hiking rates, but they don't need to be cutting rates. But like Jerome Powell was talking about today, like definite slowdown in the global economy. Just a little, I mean, somewhat, right? Okay. So anyway, that's your US dollar bouncing on all that. Okay, 98.57. Dang, dude, we cracked 19,000 for real. Dude, you realize for the past like 6 days, we've been hitting 19,000 and failing. 19,000 subs and failing over and over and over. We finally kind of got like a grip on that right now for the first time. Holy crap. What can you expect from rolling with Patreon? So do trade setups. This month was not a very good month for trade setups in crypto. Okay, you know, because we just came off a 6-month uptrend on Bitcoin, corrected. But so you get the trade setups. But the most important thing, the most value in the Patreon is the education. Like, okay, I think about the Patreon as kind of like an installment plan. If you love this stream and like watching it, you watch it every day or just sometimes, right? And you like learning, if you really like investing in yourself, Patreon's great because it goes into like everything I do, like on the screen, right? The Equidistant channel, harmonics, Fibonacci, patterns, right? How to interpret them, how to identify them, how to use coinciding variables to give yourself an edge in markets, any market. So, and you know, Discord exclusivity, we got that too, where there's a chat where I'm posting charts all the time.
Bruh.
And Phase Connect, please. Ticket TNPH.
Mother of God, man. It's gone, dude. It's gone to the moon. Oh my God, you want to know where it went, dude? What? This isn't right, is it? Nope. There we go. Thanks, HG, man. All right. So nice big green candle, the highest level of volume you've ever seen on a gap up today. That's got the makings of a breakaway gap, that characteristic of volume right there. Maybe not, I don't know about the disparity in price though. So 28.15, from the high point to low point. 1272, 4350 is that target, the next target, since we are now, we broke the all-time highs, but the gap up, beautiful, man. So if this thing, it could pull back before running again. The stock market did get a little scary today, towards the end, just with the news. But it was just like sell the news, because there was nothing, no new information, right? Like, oh yeah, everyone knew the interest rates were going to get cut by 25 basis points, and it did. So it's like, okay, great, man. So maybe the stock market gets spooked for a little bit, but probably going to go back to business as usual with earnings being so good. And just think about the fact that you're lowering interest rates when the economy is relatively good, lowest unemployment rate in 60 years. So, I mean, I think that that's good for the equities market in the more midterm. So maybe we'll see another move to the up, a melt up, right? Anyway, that's really your target. Dude, that's a long way out. Dude, this is log scale. Has to be log scale. Think about it. You're going from 63 cents to $28, man. May of 2017, 63 cents. You have to do log scale, man. It's like, makes no sense. You can't even do it not log scale, right? So if it truly is to hit the first major fib extension, then it is 43.50, and I know that sounds insane right now. Sounds crazy. Seems like earnings were good, right? Surprised. Dang, dude. Down. It was like, wow. Wow, that's crazy, dude. So the estimates were 9 cents, and they missed. Maybe guidance was good or something, right?
Bruh.
43.50, 1272. Oh my God. Yeah, don't join the Patreon today. The first day of the month is the best time to join the Patreon, and that is tomorrow. So anything after midnight Eastern, I think you're good, but nice, Vicky. Congratulations. Yeah, those are mega gains on in-phase energy, dude. Insanity, dude. Like crypto, what? Just kidding. It could be a cryptocurrency in phase, right, with its gains. Hey, Julian. Everything is pumping, so Fed rate cut is bad? No, nothing was pumping, Robert. Come on, man. Nothing. Well, I mean, not really. Gold dumped. All the major indices, they dumped, but then pulled back, rallied back up after the meeting, I think, towards close, which is good. All right, so for instance, let's look at the S&P 500. That, as you can see, a big red candle, bearish engulfing candle. Got as low as 295.40 before rallying a little bit. We rallied much higher and then pulled back. Actually closed weak a little bit. So, yeah, man. Just in between the heart line and 75% trend line, the equidistant channel. And still all-time highs, right? Which you haven't really back tested yet is 294.16, which is your previous all-time highs back from September of 2018. So maybe you get a back test, hold above that long enough, and you can get a break, hook, and go confirmation, and we could rally on because of the rate cut. I mean, the rate cut was like specifically insurance, and it was pretty much to keep this economy going, man. Keep sentiment for investors up. That's like exactly why they cut the rates. The other time, like, I think we've done insurance rate cuts like in 1995 and 1998. And just think about how many rate hikes we've had in the past. You know, since 2015, we've had 9 rate hikes where we've increased our interest rates. Wind Moon, Justin Snyder, thanks for the 2. Appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to thank someone else, I think. Rhett Summers, thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's keep with the good work, Mitch. Thank you, dude. And I think I missed maybe another. No. Okay, we're good. Michael Baker, thanks for the €1. So, like, 9 times since 2015. We had 4 rate hikes or rate increases, interest rate increases last year alone. And so now they're pulling it back. So it's just taken back, you know, 1 hike from last year of the 4 of the 9 from 2015. So really not that crazy, that big a deal. And it was all kind of priced in and expected anyway. So that creates a lack of volatility, which is good. That's what the Fed's going for. They don't want to really shake up this market. So they're trying to make everything smooth. And they're just preemptively trying to cut rates to keep the economy rolling, dudes. And yeah, I think the presidential administration is probably putting some pressure on the Fed too. All right, because what happens, like, you know, President Trump's kind of hung his hat on the stock market, and he's kind of going on tilt for the stock market's performance is his presidency in a way. And so there you go, man. It makes sense. Rate cuts are good for equities, so the stock market keeps going so he can get reelected next year. Right? All that stuff. And we don't care, but we don't care in terms of politically, but we do know, hey, at least we know the cause and effect, and so we could make profit off of that, right? Yeah, we could do gold. See, the thing about gold is, like, I like having these on the big screen, man. Oops, XAU. We did look at gold in the static video. It did have a big dump, man. Pretty gnarly bearish engulfing candle. This is your gold. The impulse, the upsloping consolidation, hit that heart line, and then bearish engulf right around the time the news was dropping. Right, not news, but the announcement was dropping from Jerome Powell. Big red candle. Holy crap, man! Volume candle. It's a huge amount of volume, largest amount of volume it looks like we've had since February 2018. But again, I mean, some volatility should be expected on your first rate cut since the global financial crisis. You know, so we've already done measure move stuff. If this was to break out bearishly, the measure move of this little upsloping flag would put you right down really near reaccumulation areas. Good re-entries or areas to, again, accumulate position. That's the old neckline of the huge inverse head and shoulders that had been in development for an extremely long amount of time. Think about left shoulder June 2013 for the breakout June 2019. So if the measure move hit again down here, pretty good areas of value, man. That's a pretty strong support. Don't want to fall below that. But I think a lot of people probably got limit buys down here. I do. More animated today? What am I, a cartoon, man? Maybe. Mike Smith, man, you say that, but that's definitely your subjective viewpoint, right? A lot of people think that he's abiding by his promises and stuff. So, but again, it's politics, and it's not to. We don't really want to talk about it in here, you know. So, hello, Stair. What's up, dude? Gold Connect. Well, we're looking at Gold Connect. Impulse up, upsloping consolidation, kind of exhaustion flag. We have seen them break to the upside. But, you know, a rate cut isn't really that great for golds. And that's why there is always a chance we could break down again before maybe back testing and rallying again. That'd be awesome, dude. Value. Kind of premium still up here, right? You don't want to see gold go below 1350 or 1340 NEMA. Yeah, crash is coming, of course, dude, but people have been talking about a crash for a long time, Verkus, and so it's like, alright, well, ride the painted pony. Do it, man. Vega Ocean Toad, he says, trading is the best if you enjoy doing it. Exactly. And if you understand it, like, a lot of people don't understand that it's not supposed to be sexy. It's In a lot of ways methodical. It takes time and patience, which a lot of people don't have. And I don't think a lot of people could ever get it. I think a lot of people won't ever get it. Right, this stuff. Because I don't think they have the passion for it. Right, you can do, you know, when you talk to you're a kid, right? Your parents say you can do anything you want. Is that really true? You can do anything you want that you have a passion for, right? That's what it should really be. So if you don't have a passion for this, you're never going to get it, man. You'll never do it, man.
Bruh.
Found myself getting traders fatigue with the price action lately. Any words of wisdom to help me stay in the game? Long live Lord Ray.
Yes, what I've been trying to talk to you about, all of y'all about for past few weeks. There are other markets that exist out there besides crypto. I don't know how, like, you can, I mean, maybe some people can make a living, like literally make a living by only trading crypto, but geez, man, I don't recommend that. I think that one should branch out and look into other markets that are more liquid, like the stock market and Forex. Crypto is your least efficient market, and when it's like dead and there's no pattern development, it's correcting after a 6-month long uptrend, there are other opportunities out there, man. That's what I recommend, is looking for other opportunities in other markets that aren't tied to crypto. Okay. What's up, Elemental P, dude? Oh, Square Connect. Oh, this one's like... Is this one like Apple? Nah. This one's like... Dude. This one could be setting up a Gartley, man. I think my music stopped. Yeah, dude. Holy crap, man. This could be a huge bearish Gartley on Square Connect, man. To get my music back. We're good. Thanks for the 900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Going over a lot of things today, right? So these patterns are extremely reliable. You see the Gartleys, man. Look out. If we could ever we're getting closer and closer to that PCZ, which is almost completely confluent with the 1272 Fib extension. And maybe an entry for a short on Square could be between $88 and $92. This little zone right here. PCZ, man. Right there. That's an area where people could take a very low risk, high reward opportunity short on Square Connect. That's the way I think about it. It broke it down sloping resistance. It's rolling. It's beautiful. It's already showing bearish divergence on the MACD. From a high to a higher high, lower levels of positive Momo. You sold off, but you've already begun to rally. And you're hoping that maybe we could get up here to these levels for the short. So as it stands now, you can't. You're trying to break that February, that late February, early March peak, that pinnacle, that whatever high, and we just haven't really done it yet. Kind of just growing out a little bit. So maybe you're like kind of slightly down sloping your consolidation, flagging for one more impulse up, and if we could get there, we could maybe show even more bearish divergence, triple MACD bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Right? Please show up. Nice. So you already have the divergence, right? But this is exactly what I just talked about. Good. All right. We got the negative Momo. Maybe the flag would run us up one more time to this level, to this zone. And then we could show that 1, 2, 3 triple MACD bullish or bearish divergence with lower levels of relative strength. Maybe get some bearish divergence on both oscillators at the pattern completion zone, price reversal zone.
Bruh.
Hype in the chat for Square. Squaring up for, not really squaring up, but setting up for maybe a very nice short opportunity. Okay. There you go, dude. Square ER after close. What, today? Or tomorrow? Because tomorrow maybe it could gap up and hit that area or something. That'd be cool. Yes, Trader Mark, it's going to be. Yeah, you need to master Fibonacci, but I'll tell you this. If you don't know Fibonacci, go to my YouTube channel, go to the education tab, and go or get a coffee, sit down, and watch the how-to Fibonacci video that I created. Again, 16 minutes of your time. Watch it to learn more about Fibonacci. We use it extensively, you know, when we analyze assets. Okay, so that's the first step. This harmonic stuff is going to be impossible to grasp until you really grasp Fibonacci itself. Okay. Thanks, Brian King. Appreciate the kind words, dude. Zynga or Glue, right? They're like rivals. The microtransaction, you know, scrub mobile gaming companies, right? It killed it for a while. It was like blowing up. What happened, J-Mode? Fireworks? What? Bitcoin back over 10,000. Barely. 56 minutes left on the daily candle. See if we could close above it. You checked it out? Well, good, man. Glad you did. Well, the Patreon and in live streams. So it's like, it's bullcrap for them to be like, oh my God, paywall. It's like, no, dude. All the education clips I do, for the most part, are live, and then they're clipped and hand delivered to the Patreon feed. Convenience, right? Anyway, this is beautiful, man. All right, might be worth a shot if we can get there. You know, if earnings come out and they suck, it might just gap down and then invalid, didn't work. But then again, it could gap down and eventually in time recover with a higher low than the previous low. As long as it doesn't break below this, it could still continue on for some time and eventually hit that area. So you can't just give up because of a gap down. Again, it could just rally and keep going, fill the gap, and then move on, and then you're looking at these areas. All right, up here. That's right, Zachary, man. Oh, monthly close today too. Klaus, thanks for reminding me. Very, very true, man. Monthly close. All right, let's go to Bitcoin and look at that monthly then, right? Monthly. So kind of a little bit of tweezer top action. But indecision, right? This is the way the monthly, remember the beginning of the month? Oh my God, everyone's euphoric. They can't believe it. Like, oh, we're going to be kings, man. We're going to be kings. But a 786 retrace, right? XABC, no, D up here. And you dumped. And you went from, just think about it, beginning of the month, 13,200 all the way down to 9,100 or so before a rally to close the month, around 10,000. Which there's no real, like, you know, support resistance here. You know, it's, look where we did the first wick, remember? How we ran up and touched that candle high close back from the month of December of 2017. Touched it and then rallied and failed, couldn't do it. And so just going sideways, man. That's definitely like tweezers in a way. But at least it's not a bearish engulfing candle or anything like that. Lots of volume came in too. Lots of volume. I mean, it's the highest monthly volume we've seen since February of 2018. Look at the indecision, right? This was the bear trap. Or really dead cat bounce, I guess you could say. Crazy, man. Think about the volatility February 2018 with a high of 11,760 all the way down to 5,900. Mother of God, right? So this is the way the candle will be painted today. It will look like this. Monthly. Type in the chat. Bruh. The monthly close. Yeah, Eric, a little bit, man, right? It's kind of, ugh. Thanks, Jesse. What's up, Snowflake? New England Patriots. Hi. Mo thinks we're going to have a major pump before the daily close, and he's telling us to buy now. Wow, Mo. That is no one that's been in markets for a long time would ever say anything like you're saying, Mo, man. Just saying, dude. Okay. Sweet Trader Mark, man. Thank you for the consideration. Yeah, Lost JXN, man. Ultimate Harmonic by Casey Stubbs. It's a great one, dude. I refer to it all the time. Brett's still using the Gartley pattern cheat sheet. Good man. Good man. You agree the Asians are going to pump it? I mean, they might. But one day I'll get y'all out of this. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. And that's it. I want one day all of you will start saying there is a likelihood based on technical analysis that we would do this or that. Not just I'm saying this without any kind of argument behind it. And that's it. Screw you if you don't agree. Right? Trying to break it, man. We'll get you one day, man. Break you down, rebuild you. What is it? Historically, have we seen pumps on the monthly closes during this bull run? Guy Gamer, I don't know, man. Let's see. End of the month. Yeah, the end of the month, it was crazy. That was when we... So the end of the month for June was when we hit like 14K. Beginning of the month was a nice bullish engulfing, which turned into a bearish engulfing after. No May, late May. Nothing, no real pump. May was just an incredible month though. That's right, predicting pumps is not good business. It's not even real, dude. It's just like la la land, hopium stuff. That could maybe get other novices or just novices hurt because they might be precocious and think, oh man, this guy must know something because I don't understand yet how it works. Go ahead. Paragraph it, man. All right, man. So I guess we can just go back to Bitcoin. Man, set your alerts up on Square for $88, $90. I only get worried about the stat that exists. But the thing is, we've already done it, man. So, 90% of assets that hit $90 to $91, 90% of them hit $100 based on the psychology of that triple digit, right? 100. So Square was the perfect example of that, right? Where you hit the $90 mark, and then what'd you do? You ran up to hit $100.98 before pretty much dumping extremely hard. Think about it, man. You went from you crashed. You had a 50% crash where you went from $100 early October, beginning of October, to late December being at $50, less than $50, $49.61. That is a crash. But we recovered, right? We did recover and we've broken, and we could be setting up for a lower high. Beautiful pattern though, man. Look at this. I mean, just flip it over. That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, think about it, man. It's like the same. It's like the situation Bitcoin was in. Look at it. It just kept going, man. It just kept going down. All right, like this was. Think about Bitcoin, 6K, and now it's at 3150, whatever. And here's 3343. Right, the higher low could be setting in with this potentially beautiful pattern, to where we could then have a nice move to the upside, kappa, move to the downside. That's how the whole trend was ushered in with Bitcoin's bullish Gartley. What's to say that Square's reversal to the downside couldn't be a bearish Gartley? Okay, that is an unusual bearish activity. We had not done that at all the whole run. And with this move right here, you need to pay attention to moves like that. Unusual bearish activity, man. Anyway. Don't I get bored doing this every day, James? No, man. There's always content. There's always charts. I'm not stuck on crypto. You wouldn't be... Hey, you never asked me, James, during the crazy pump we had on Bitcoin. You not once asked me that question then, right? Rewards come to those who are patient and wait for the volatility, okay? And it's really a life thing, too. Like, if you're patient in life, things will come to you. Okay. So here we are again, man. We know on the daily it closed above 9,900s. Very good. It's very good. Hey, Local Dinosaur. Good to see you, man. M Stone, I could see that, man. Yes, we did Litecoin like twice. Yes, Brandon. Who's this Gartley guy? HM Gartley. Genius, man. Developed these harmonics back in the late 30s, right around the time J.R.R. Tolkien was creating Lord of the Rings, believe it or not. Geniuses of our time. Or not our time, but the time before us, I guess, right? Peter, were you not watching the stream? We just talked about that, dude. Might be behind, I guess. Is that the same with that? Dude, but like XRP wasn't really ever showing like these crazy amazing setups, right? Like, not like we're just looked at on, not like we had on Bitcoin. And I don't know, man. Like, there's so much supply of XRP, dude. It's just like, how does it even? It doesn't even make sense, dude. I don't like the whole like infinite supply stuff. It kind of goes against like fundamentals, traditional fundamentals entirely. I don't know. Tether printing. They're going to keep printing it, Jesse. You're going to keep printing it. And I don't know the repercussions. It sounds just like what they do with the US dollar and all other currencies. Sounds exactly the same. Did the no, it did not. Private wins. The sellers got too exhausted by the time we got there. But that doesn't mean that in time we couldn't sell off again, make a lower high. Look, you're making a lower high until you break above 10,773. So if we can't, break these resistance points that we're at right now and make a lower high, you could sell off one more time and get down there. But as it seems, your negative momentum's still waning, getting very close to neutral, and we might start getting that positive momentum, and that means we might go higher. Sometimes it just doesn't play out the way everyone and their mother expects it to, where people were like trash talking me and attacking me for saying there's a chance that we could break to the upside because of a potential double bottom, or the short-term little cipher, bullish cipher, right, man? I'm just talking about this, man. I'm just talking about this, man. People talking crap to me, PMing me, calling me trash. Dude, like crazy, man. The amount of emotion and hate involved. And it's just like, dude, this is what I had, man. Okay. Sorry. All right, so this was like the recent one, all right? Setup. Where it's like bullish divergence in both oscillators, man. Taking entry here. But dude, as soon as I place the entry, dude, look at this. Where's my stop loss? Stop loss was below the previous low, just barely, right? Like 89.75 or something. You're not even going to be able to see it probably on the screen.
Keep up the good work. How is housing doing based on the news? Right.
Oh, the REITs, man. I think when you have lower interest rates, it's good for the housing market, right? Yeah, like it's been, oh, dude, low liquidity, man. Gapping up, gapping down, gapping up, gapping down. We'll look at it, but just wanted to go back to this where my stop was below where that little, that little dump was on Sunday, right? You can't even see it because it's right here, right where the thing starts, and it completely masks it. But we wicked down to like 9,100 before rallying back up, creating that little miniature 60-minute double bottom, and now it's just going. And of course, you're not at the only reason I was able to have my stop below X was because my profit taking level was much higher, and so I'm not out of the woods at all on this. And it could fail, but one thing I can do is I can move my stop loss up back to the entry, because if this fails, I'm not messing with it then, dude. This is like the double bottom. All right, this is the eve. If this like comes crashing down, dude, I'm good, man. I'm good, like taking nothing, right? But a lot of people don't understand, like, hey, if something pops to the upside, then one can go ahead and move their stop loss up to entry price. So in case it does fail, you lose nothing, all right, on a failed trade. Thanks for the 833 people. Thank you for the 308 likes. Really appreciate that, y'all. No, it's been the past, like, it's been like, drawn out past, like, I don't know, since like the 20th of July. People have been like butthurt and stuff with their own lives. Not me, but I get targeted because I'm a streamer. I get judged every day, man. Comes with the territory of what I do. Getting judged and bashed and whatever. I won't even go into other crypto live streams anymore, just because I don't even want to deal with that. I'll go into a crypto live stream to tip or say hi to another content creator, and it's just like I just get like some hate from other people. I'm just like, I ain't got time for this, man. I'll just do other things with my time. That's right, Trader Mark. He says successful people build each other up. They motivate, inspire, and push each other. Unsuccessful people hate, blame, and complain. Yeah, it's the analogy I use about the table, right? In life, your goal is to get on top of the table, right? And that's not difficult to do. It's whatever you have a passion for in life. You try to get on top of the table for what you love. And once you get on that table, you then begin to try to pull others up to that table with you. But we know that it's very easy. It's much easier for someone to not be on the table and to pull you down off that table than for you to pull them back on that table, up to that table. And what happens is great momentum. Go into this analogy more. You eventually get someone up on that table with you. And then you and that person, it becomes a little bit easier to get more people up on that table with you, right? And that's what a community is. And now we have all these people on top of this table together, and we're all trying to pull people up every day. Okay, so anyway, cool, dude. So maybe potentially we got that double bottom, or the bat. Time will tell. Good green candle on the day, 10,042 right now, with 39 minutes left until the monthly and daily close. Paul, if not, man. XRP doing things. Biggest joke ever. Hey, you know what? For that, man.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah. Bruh.
That's right. Destroying is always easy. Building things is hard. Yes, correct. Jesse said you've been watching the last 6 months. Heck yeah, thank you for watching. And so, you know, just supporting the stream by watching, right? Maybe just hitting that like button. That's all it takes, dude. So anyway, then. So no, that was just going in deeper to private wins. He said, has it completed? No, the pattern completion zone never got hit. It was off by $200 to $300, depending on what exchange you're looking at. So that's okay. That's sometimes how it goes. That means that there was too much demand at higher prices, which is, in my opinion, kind of a good thing, right? It was like you have hidden bullish divergence on both oscillators on the daily time scale, and then you got 4-hour bullish divergence. So those are pretty good things, I guess, right? That's true. You could use his hammer to build or destroy. He didn't. I never saw him build anything in those movies. Well, he built the axe, which the axe you can't really build anything, right? So 2019's flying by. Yeah, dude, it really is. Like, I can't believe it. Like, how is it already August? Crazy, man. Oh yeah, there you go, Julian. The crab in a bucket stuff. Yep. Very true. Norm Hung says, hey Mitch, I've been watching you since you met Matt Beasley, and I gotta say, enjoy and respect you the most out of all of YouTube. I'm glad, and you appreciate the analysis, man. Dude, thank you, dude. I appreciate you watching, all the support of this community. Y'all give me so much purpose in this world, and it's a lot more fun making money, analyzing these charts, making trades with y'all than without. Okay, that was the way I felt. I felt so alone, like trading stock market. I didn't feel part of anything. I just was making my money and being like, oh my God, I couldn't talk to anyone about it, right? Couldn't talk to my girlfriend, my friends. They weren't in it yet, but I changed their mind. I got some of them in it, and then some didn't get into it. And it's like, believe me, the ones that are in it now, holy crap, the amount of money they made just by participating in the stock market from when I got them into it years ago. They were very grateful and happy because they didn't care. They're just like, oh, I like Warcraft, man. I like playing video games, just doing stuff. It's like, dude, there's more stuff out there. Think about your future, your kids' future, right? Your wife, whatever. Think about them. Leaving a legacy for them. Money, right? Everything they need, security, just in case. And if not, to just keep up with inflation that we know is... I mean, we know how the US dollar is so devalued, and it's going to continue getting more and more devalued. Thanks, Bird Chirp. Very cool. Gonna need a bigger table. Oh, our table's big enough, man. It was getting over capacity for a while, but then everyone like left, right? Everyone left crypto just because of, it wasn't even this. People were still around during this, but people, all right, from like July, I would say like July 17th to now, the people that were FOMOing here, freaking out, oh my God, 3,000 people plus watching, you know, oh my God, they're all like gone. Attention span. Whoosh. They weren't really in it for the technical analysis while we're here. They weren't in it to invest in themselves. They were in it because of greed and FOMO, right? And those people will never be successful, not doing what we do. Sometimes, Joe M, I do 50-50. Sometimes I do 33-33-33. Sometimes I do 75-25. Sometimes I'll let things roll, right? Okay. Because there are some like patterns that really have 2 profit taking levels and that's it. Some have 3, right? What's up, Panhandle? What's up, Fritz Lang? They went back to World of Warcraft. I mean, it's like you can play World of Warcraft and also be a stock market participant too. Right, and they learned that. Some did. But like one thing that someone said, there's a good friend of mine, and it really made me sick kind of. And it was like, I told him about like, hey man, maybe investing, you know, like $100 a month, $200 a month if you can. And it's like, I can't afford it. And it's like, wait, you can't afford, he's married. Like, you can't afford investing in you and your wife and your future children's future. You can't do that. And you're going on trips, you're going places, you're traveling somewhat, you got some discretionary spending. So it's about trade-offs at that point. But you have to be disciplined. You really do, fiscally. Now, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't care. They're living in the moment, and that's fine. There are a lot of, like, so more people probably live in the moment and don't care about their finances and their future than the ones that do. And that's why we're in this crazy state, you know, of a lot of people not even having $1,000 in their checking account, right? Living paycheck to paycheck. Feels like early 2017 again, Robert. Maybe, man. ATVI. What's AVTI, Adam? We can look at Activision. Sure, why not, man? Yeah, it had a nice day, but then pulled back. You know, the whole market pulled back, man. Look, it was terrible, right? It really, really sucks. It was like a tweezer top, bearish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. Not really what you're looking for on a breakout, but you did close above a critical resistance. You just gotta hate the tweezer top, bearish engulfing on the gap up. Gotta hate that. Gap will probably fill 48.26. But either way, man, still up on the day. That's great, man. Activision. Beautiful, dude. Rounding action. So nice. Unfortunately, it looks like a big shooting star reversal candle. And that's okay. All right, you can sell off again, right? Get down to 46, 45, 50, right? $45.50, and then make a higher low again and then rally. Like, but this is a kind of a bearish reversal pattern right here. Shooting star. But it was going so well, and what disrupted it? The Fed. Fed screwed it all up. You heard like 80% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah, I'm sure there are good sources on that kind of stuff, right? Yep, Adam, I know, dude. It was stupid. It's like, what are you gonna do, man? It happens. Alright, so Bitcoin's at 10,070 right now with 30 minutes left. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to make it 30 more minutes, chat. She's just like, you know, done a lot of analysis today. We've talked about a lot of good things, positive things, right? Not just technical analysis, but life stuff. It's always good when we can do that, right? Of course, the debt machine, the last time it could have been actually stopped was in 1990. It's over now, dude. There's no way to stop it. It's just going to continue getting worse and worse. Did I check XRP ban? Yes, of course. Of course I did, man. The golden cross for Bitcoin on the 3-day or whatever. Sure, man. If you look at the 3-day, sure, it happened or is happening. Oh, I gotta look at the real estate real quick. Okay, nothing's really changed too much. Last time we looked at it, I think we looked at it maybe like last week. Kind of double topped or whatever. It was also an ascending broadening wedge. We did a lot of we did you know, what's it called? Quizzes here. Like, name that pattern. No one got this. I gave people like 5+ minutes to identify this pattern, and no one in chat was able to get it. A couple people were close, but their terminology was off. Right, you're right-angled and descending broadening formation. To get the measured move from a breakout of this pattern, you go from the widest areas, from the bottom to top. From the breakout, we broke out, back tested. Was that a bullish? Was that a break and go? Oh my god. That it was. Look, a breakout, break and go. Break, you hooked 3 times, and then bullishly engulfed. So a break, hook, and go confirmation manifested into much higher prices. Beautiful. Gotta love the break and go, man. Strongest form of confirmation you could get on a breakout. So the drunken champagne glass kappa is the ascending broadening wedge. You're just kind of, you know, trying to pivot, but again, the past, what, 3 days? Very little trading, right? Gap up, gap down. You're just doing nothing, dudes. And that probably has something to do with the markets, right? A little bit. But either way, your REIT, it's absolutely beautiful, man. And though if we do sell off or whatever, it's such a bullish trend, man. In time, you probably just rally again. Just think about millennials, man. Millennials that have been crippled, but guess what? You know, by debt and all that. And career market's pretty crap, right? So even though the jobs are good, you're replacing several career jobs with a multitude of scrubby minimum wage jobs. And that's how they kind of manipulate the stats on unemployment. So is it like really the quality of America is better? Not for the workforce. No, not for the people that are actually being polled, right? It looks great on paper though. But anyway, those millennials are now getting to their prime earning and savings years. So it seems like, and that's the second largest American generation, you know, with boomers being number one. So with a size like that, you would think millennials getting into that prime earning and saving year, and they're getting to the point where they're getting really nice career jobs because they've gone through the thick of it in the 20s, and now, you know, the older millennials, like 38 or so, 37, you know, they're like again probably able at this point starting to be able to afford a house. So you would think that there might be more upside potential fundamentally for real estate in the US. But that's just my take on it, okay? Hype in the chat.
Bruh.
All right. Anyway. One else have been crippled mentally? It's the first I'm hearing of this. One else, yeah, I guess, because that stems back from the KGB. It gets really in depth, man. Ideological subversion of the Western education system. Yes, millennials are more inclined to be like socialist, or like, you know, they're just demoralized, man. And it comes from the education system. And I'm not going to get into it because it starts getting political and crazy, indoctrination stuff, Jordan Peterson stuff. I'm not going to go into it. Yeah, Generation X is a smaller sample size for sure. But, you know, again, there's Gen X, but millennials for real are like up to like 38 or something like that. So yeah, Justin, I said that. I said that millennials are the second largest generation, second behind boomers. I know LMNOP, but that's an anecdotal source of evidence you're giving me, right? All right, man. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Wrap it up, I guess. Just not gonna make it, dude, for the close. That's okay, man. Be alright. Y'all be fine. So let's see if this can play out, man. Let's see if the C wave is over. X, A, B, C. Will history repeat itself for the billionth time? And will we get this rally, the stronger rally now, the C leg to D leg? Time will tell, man. The monthly's closing. Might get some volatility. You never know. Daily close. You get Asia's up, man. They've woken up. They're just now getting up, getting in there. Trading desks. So if we could break 10,150 with some real convincing price action, man, we could see a much higher run to the upside. 10.7, then 11.1. That's what I'll leave you for. Okay. So thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything. Thanks for just watching. Man, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub on the way out. I'll just be back sometime later. So until then, respect the TA.
Bruh.
this life, it's ephemeral, but this feeling now is so ethereal. Oh, this life, it's ephemeral, but this timeless moment is so
Bruh.
I have some evidence Man-Bear Pig could be in this area.
Good. that it joins.
Bruh. Bruh.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.